Hello, my name is Debo Adejano, a real estate entrepreneur, MD CEO, Wealthy Point Limited. They call us the Circle Landlord people. And this is Real Estate Business with Debo Adejano. In today's episode, I want to share something that I believe will be very, very useful to you, especially at this time. The world is going through a pandemic, and it's been challenging for some business. Some businesses are really, really feeling the heat. And I just want to share with you some of the things that I think you should look at in running your business at this period. Because as he said, nobody knows whether we are getting into a new normal or we will go back to our old and usual way, and how long that will take. When are we going to be able to go back there fully? Nobody knows. So how do you survive? Businesses have had to, lay off. People are cutting salaries and all of those things. But some people are not just so clear as to how do I really, what are the things that I need to do as a business person to stay afloat during this period. I'll be sharing some things with you, and I believe it will be so useful to you. Okay, I'll be right back.
Real estate independence fast track course is not something you want to joke with at all. Loads and loads and loads of learning and information and benefits await you at the next one. All you need to do is ensure that you register for your next fast track course. We're looking forward to seeing you. Do you want to be financially free? I hope you know that you will retire someday, and you probably are desirous of doing business with real estate or investing property for yourself, for your use. You need to learn about it before you make that investment. I tell people, you want to buy properties, you want to invest in property one way or the other, don't do it until you attend the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track course. See you there.
Welcome back. So, what is it that would guarantee the health of your organization, the survival of your organization, or the thriving even of your organization? Because nothing says that your organization should not thrive at this time. It shouldn't just be managing alone. You can thrive. Yes, you can. So, what are the things that you need to do at such a time as this to be able to then outlive this challenge, this pandemic, and be one of the ones, I don't want to say few, one of the many standing? Because my desire is that a lot of businesses will be standing after this whole pandemic. Now, so for the health of an organization, these are 4 things that I consider to be very, very important. Now, they don't have to be exclusive or exhaustive, but they are very, very important. One is an organization that would survive across ages and recession, pandemic, epidemic, whatever manner of situation and environment, must have cash. I'm sure as a business person, you've had cash reserve. Probably you are getting to realize the importance of that right now. Cash reserve is where businesses spend from when they are not making as much money as they used to make till they get over that challenge, or when they have something that is threatening their existence. It's also called war chest, is what they have to be able to fight a battle. War chest. So it could also be something, what they spend in being able to fight off a battle, maybe a challenger, a competitor, and things like that, So cash reserve is very, very important. How liquid is your organization? It will show the health of your organization. Now, at this kind of time, you would see that cash is very important. Cash is actually like the lifeblood of any and every organization. So that's cash. One, I will be talking about how do you then ensure that, yes, cash is king. How do you then ensure that you have cash or you retain cash during this period? What are some of the things that you can do? Okay. The other is, yes, you must sell. You must sell to continue to remain in business. You must sell. So your sales is important. How do you ensure that you continue to sell? How do you, because even if you have cash, okay, and you are not selling again, you will continue to deplete your cash. But your sales must pick up. Okay, it's very important that your sales pick up. Now, next is cost. Cost, because if your cost is not manageable or you are not managing it effectively, it can affect the health of the organization. And then the last one is what I call margin. Your margin, what percentage margin? What do you make on your transactions? Do you have good, robust margin? Okay, or your margin is very thin on your products. At times like this, it may not give you a lot of wiggle room, but when you have good margin, you have good wiggle room to be able to know, exercise yourself, stretch yourself, try out things within this period and survive. So, one, I mentioned cash. What are the things that you need to do? I think I will just focus on cash in this video. Focus on cash. Probably do another video. Yes, I'll do another video talking about sales and do another video talking about costs. Yes, margin, maybe I'll do cost and margin together. That's how we'll do it. Okay, so talking about cash in this video, what do you have to do to ensure that you are liquid? We're talking about your state of being liquid, having cash that you can fight with. When a company goes into bankruptcy, when somebody files bankruptcy, the implication is that they've exhausted cash and they can no longer go on. Okay, how do you ensure that you continue to have cash during this period? So, number one of the things you can do is to look at your loans. Okay, look at your loans, your leases, credit arrangements that you have with your bankers, and try to see if you can renegotiate repayments. Ask for moratorium where you have to ask for a moratorium, okay, and renegotiate your terms, the terms of your loans. Very, very important. You need to look at that right now. So if you have loans from banks and other financial institutions, look at them, examine them, discuss with your finance guys, and go engage your account officer, your branch manager, whoever, in the bank there. Sit down with them and discuss how to renegotiate and repackage this loan. So you want to be thinking of asking for moratorium of 3 months, 4 months, 6 months, whatever it is that you think, you have a case for, an argument for. Ask for that. You want to be talking about maybe, when I say moratorium, you could ask for moratorium for principal and interest. You could ask for moratorium for just principal, or you just say you're paying interest only for some time, or you'll be paying principal. However you think it helps you to be able to curtail the outflow of cash at this period, so you have some liquidity to be able to really address things that are germane and really important. So as much as you can stretch your loan terms, you have leases, you have loans, go and discuss, renegotiate them. Very, very important. Now, if you are people that maybe you are owing one way or the other, maybe it's not conventional loan, also go talk to them. You want to be able to talk to them. Obligations that you have that is falling due, maybe your rent, from your landlord is going to fall due, and you are having challenges with your cash flow. You want to go and talk to your landlord and say, okay, sir, or whatever, if it's a corporate organization, we'll be able to drop half right now and probably give us another bidder of 3 months, and then we drop the remaining half. Instead of paying for 12 months, at least you have some money to be able to, augment and fight off this pandemic under this circumstance. So renegotiate your loans, your obligations that are falling due or that will soon fall due. It is very paramount in keeping cash. That's number one. Then the other one I have here is put some things that are not critical to the business, to the survival of your business, some projects, some activities that are not critical to the survival of your business right now. Put them on hold. You don't need to be spending money on those right now. Okay, you don't want to be spending money on those right now. So things that are not so critical to the survival of your business right now, projects, activities, and all of that, put them on hold. Go with bare essentials. Okay, things that are majorly essential for the survival and operation of your business. Those are the things you should just focus on right now. Cut off any excesses right now. Cut off all of those extras, things that are not really particular or important to the survival or continuous running of your business. You want to put a pause on them, okay, at such a time as this. Then, if you have opportunities you have assets that you are holding on to that you can fling right now and turn to cash, go ahead and try and dispose them. You have assets, you have things that you are holding on to right now that you can fling and convert to cash easily. You see, they are not so gigantic for you. They are not a matter of life and death for you. Fling them. You know why? Because if you should have them, but you don't have cash, and because of lack of cash, you have to declare bankruptcy, or you have to fold up as an organization, or go through treacherous times. You don't want to do that. So, if you have some assets that you can overlook, that you've been holding for a while, probably some of them you even want to, you would have loved to still hold on to them for another year or two, but they've already performed well. Even if you sell them at a discount right now, whatever you'll be getting will still be very good income in your books. You want to sell right now and be able to have cash and help beef up your liquidity, your cash reserve, your war chest. Look at your balance sheet and look at the things you are holding on to that you can fling. Things that will be quick sales. So you may have to drop what their current rate ordinarily should be, give like 10, 20, 30% discount, 40, depending on how bad you really need it. Give as much discount to make you convert that stuff to reasonable cash that will sustain you, or at least help cushion the effect of this pandemic for you. Okay, so you want to do that. Then for your projects, in your ongoing business transactions and all, you want to partner with people that have the finance rather than pouring all your resources into it as well. Okay, so you have some money. Don't let me put a figure to it. You have 10 million naira, you want to do a project, it will cost the whole 10 million naira. Why don't you find somebody that you put 5 million down, the person also puts 5 million down? That's a joint venture. Get a joint venture finance partner. In this case, it's a joint venture finance partner you are looking for. Bring the expertise. You can also bring a little finance into it, but at least don't expose all your cash to that project. Don't tie all your money to that project and then start to have difficulty in meeting other obligations. Okay, so you want to look for finance joint venture partner at such a time as this. Okay, if you have current or existing paying customers, customers that are paying you money for whatever it is that they are buying, maybe it's a subscription and all of that, you want to probably dish out some sweeteners right now to them, both existing and new intakes. New intakes, we'll discuss a lot about that during sales. But for existing customers, you want to look at how do you, especially if you have non-paying ones, the ones that have defaulted, that have not paid for some time, you want to look at what can you do. Okay, very important. What can you do right now? What sweetener can you throw their way that will make them wake up and want to start paying you, recommence their subscription with you? Because that will bring influx or inflow of cash to you, and that would help you to be able to ameliorate your situation at this current moment. Okay, well, the last one, which I would also say that I'm mentioning it with serious caution, is go ahead and borrow if that is the last thing you can do. I mean, if you've exhausted some of these things that I've shared and you still don't have enough cash to be able to survive this period and you can borrow, then go ahead and borrow. But when you are borrowing, please borrow against reasonable receivables. Ensure that you can see your way through how that repayment can be made. Okay? Because if that is not so, then you may be getting liquidated by your lender very soon. Do you understand? So you don't want to just throw caution to the wind and just go borrowing. No. Okay, if that is your last resort, provided you have a means, established means of how you can pay. One of the ways you can decide that is by your receivables. What are the monies you have out there that you are expecting to collect? Can they be used in repaying this loan when you borrow it? Borrow. Be careful about the interest rates, okay? Be careful about the tenor you are negotiating, and of course the repayment, match it with some expectations in your own operation. It's very, very important. That's it for cash, and that's it for this video. But in another episode, I'll be discussing sales, how you can use sales to ensure that you stay afloat during this pandemic or any other economic situation we find ourselves at any other time in life. These principles, these guidelines, these tips, they stand for sure, and they can help you in those times, at any time at all. Okay, I hope that you've enjoyed this video and you've picked one or two things from it. Please, if you like the video, click the like button. I encourage you to subscribe to the video and press the notification bell. What that does is whenever we upload any new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified, okay, and you can watch. I remain yours sincerely, Debo Adejano, till I come your way in another episode. Keep sacking your landlord. Thank you. I believe you've enjoyed the video that you just watched. You gained a lot, right? Now, let me share with you where they say it all starts. It's called the Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. It's a 2-all-day event. 2 days fully packed, teaching you about real estate, not just teaching you, showing you real estate stuff that you probably would not know. I'll be teaching you as a real estate entrepreneur or someone that is buying real estate for personal use or for investment, one way or the other. This is a course you don't want to miss. There is no tool of its kind in the market. It's the best that there is in the market, and you want to be there. Guess what? It is absolutely free. If it is about real estate and it is about investing, particularly in Nigeria, this is a course that you want to attend. For the value that you will gain, it is absolutely free. All you need to do right now is to click on the link and register for the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. As a real estate entrepreneur or as a owner occupier of a house, this is a course you don't want to miss. So see you at the next Real Estate Entrepreneurs Fast Track Course. Click the link below and get registered. Looking forward to seeing you there.